Incorrigible. Source and story. This idiom originates from the Book of Songs de Yaban. During the Western Zhou dynasty, King Li of Zhou governed the country in an immoral way. He was inherently brutal and avaricious. Not only did he levy exorbitant taxes and exact harsh tributes from the common people, but he also implemented the monopoly policy, taking natural resources such as mountains, forests, rivers, and lakes as the exclusive property of the royal family, which seriously affected the livelihood of the people. The people were full of complaints and expressed their dissatisfaction with King Li of Zhou one after another. In the face of the people's grievances, King Li of Zhou not only did not reflect on his mistakes, but instead sent people to closely monitor the people and brutally suppress those who dared to discuss state affairs. At that time, there was a courtier named Fan Bo. He was an upright and loyal person. When he saw King Li of Zhou's various evil deeds, he was extremely anxious. Fan Bo admonished King Li of Zhou many times, hoping that he could correct his mistakes and implement benevolent governance to soothe the people's hearts. However, King Li of Zhou turned a deaf ear to Fan Bo's advice and still went his own way. Moreover, some treacherous officials around him often slandered Fan Bo. Seeing this situation, Fan Bo was very indignant. So he wrote a poem in which there were sentences like Duojiang Hei Hei, Bukajio Yao, meaning that King Li of Zhou had already done too many bad things, and his actions were like a raging fire that could no longer be saved. Later, King Li of Zhou's perverse actions finally triggered the insurrection of the people of the capital. He was driven out by the people and eventually ended up in exile in a foreign land. Interpretation of the meaning. Literally, incorrigible means that the illness is so severe that it can no longer be cured with medicine. Its profound meaning refers to the situation where a person or a thing is so bad that it is beyond redemption. No matter what measures are taken, it is difficult to change its outcome of moving towards failure or destruction, highlighting a state of irreversibility and extreme badness. It reminds people that in the process of doing things, they should always be vigilant and avoid the continuous accumulation of mistakes until it is too late to reverse the situation. Examples of usage. In terms of literary works, in Qian Zhongshu's Fortress Besieged, after Feng Hongjian returned from studying abroad, he was unsuccessful in both his career and love. However, he always evaded reality and indulged in illusory social interactions and self-comfort. He rejected the sincere advice of his friends, lived muddle-headedly day by day, and gradually lost himself in depression, fully demonstrating an incorrigible state, which profoundly presents the fragility of human nature in the collision between ideals and reality. In the field of education, some students are long-term addicted to online games, neglect their studies, completely ignore the earnest admonitions of teachers and parents. Their academic performance drops sharply, and their behavior habits also become bad. If they are not guided in a timely manner, they may develop in an incorrigible direction. The idiom incorrigible always warns us that we should be good at listening to opinions, correct mistakes in a timely manner, and never let mistakes develop to an irreparable situation, so as not to regret it later.